Hi beautiful friends, I hope you're having a wonderful cozy day. Today I am so excited to share my 15 most anticipated cozy mystery releases for the second half of 2025. I do these videos twice a year, one for the first half-ish of the year, a second one for the second half part of the year, and you guys know I do a new cozy mystery release video for each month, but these are like the highlights, like these are the ones like from series that I love so much. So we have 15 today. 11 of the books I'm going to talk about are from series that I'm currently reading and loving, and 4 of them are from either new to me authors or new series from authors I love that I'm just really excited for. So let's hop into book 1, which is a Christmas book. Our first one is called A Wonderful Christmas Crime by Jacqueline Frost. This comes out on October 21st, 2025, and this is book 6 in the Christmas Tree Farm mystery series. This is definitively my favorite Christmas themed cozy mystery series. I definitely want to get into some more this year, but this one, I love it. I read it as soon as I get my hands on it. I was approved for an ARC on NetGalley, and I can't wait to read it. I'm so excited. Holly White is an innkeeper with her folks. This takes place in Mistletoe, Maine. The series always takes place during Christmas leading up to it. And she has an extra gift for the season, a new baby on the way. Her husband has been worried about her elevated blood pressure, and Holly has agreed to take this year easy. But being idle has never been one of Holly's gifts. So when Evan surprises her with tickets to the town-wide dinner, she and her many cravings thank him. But a thief tries and fails to steal an antique ornament from the dinner's holiday display, and it's clear that someone is on the naughty list. The thief manages to escape, but after dinner, Holly spots their lifeless body. It's clear that someone in town was keen to kill them. Evan is less than jolly to find his wife at the scene of yet another holiday homicide and asks her to promise that she'll leave the investigating to the police. But Holly has never been one to turn down a challenge, and she needs to enlist the help of a few of her friends in order to find this killer. I am so excited for this. By Esme Addison, we have a very exciting release. This is the 3rd book in the Enchanted Bay mystery series, which I thought had ended at book 2 because there's been quite a gap between this book and book 2, like the release dates. So I am so excited. This is called A Brew for Chaos. It's coming out on September 2nd, 2025, and this is book 3 in the Enchanted Bay mystery series. This one takes place during the fall in Bellamy Bay, North Carolina. I love this series. It's one of my favorite kind of supernatural series. It's one of the first ones I ever read that I really enjoyed, and the author is a delight. I met her last year at Ashland. She's so sweet. I love her. So this one has such a fascinating take on like a supernatural cozy. A lot of cozies go for like kind of the witchy element. This one has a main character who is an herbal apothecary, like employee worker, but she comes from mermaids. Like her family is descended from mermaids. So she has kind of these water related, mermaid related powers. And she's still very much learning this. She only learned about it in the 1st book. She's really starting to delve into it, but she's also just trying to enjoy fall. They have a craft beer brewing festival, an Oktoberfest that's coming up. She just wants to take some time with her loved one, her romantic interest. She wants to stroll hand in hand and just enjoy herself. Very much understandable. But her good friend, local journalist Pepper, is more excited about this upcoming kind of anniversary for a spooky cold case that was never solved. Back in the 80s, there was this serial killer nicknamed the Fisherman who abducted and murdered 10 women, and they were never caught. And now we're in the present day, and this case has never been solved, and Pepper is trying to solve this with the encouragement of her boss, Jonah. However, our main character is like, no, I'm good. Like, I've had enough of mysteries. I just want to enjoy the fall season. However, she can't ignore this mystery when Jonah, the boss's body, is found, and she gets involved in the case. I am so excited. I cannot tell you how excited I was to find out this series is continuing because I truly thought that it was over. So it did have like a cover remake. I think the cover looks so amazing. I cannot wait for this. Another book that I'm really looking forward to is one that I got approved for on NetGalley. I hadn't heard of it before that. I believe it is book 1 in a series. I think it's going to become a series. And this one is called Savvy Summers and the Sweet Potato Crimes. It's by Sandra Jackson-Opoku, and this is coming out on July 29th, 2025. It is a debut mystery set on the south side of Chicago. Our main character is Savvy Summers, and she runs Essie's Soul Cafe, and I'm so excited for this. Soul food, delicious. She runs this cafe, and she's always said her sweet potato pie is to die for. She didn't mean that literally, and when a man actually eats her sweet potato pie and dies in the middle of her restaurant, This creates a lot of bad publicity for her cafe. The police are really scrutinizing her. The police sergeant, it sounds like, is her ex-husband, so like some extra tension going there. And the bad publicity is just killing her business, and she's just devastated by what happened to this man. So she teams up with her assistant manager Penny, and they are looking into solving this case. I am so excited for the theme of this soul food cafe setting. This just sounds amazing, and I really love this cover. Coming out on July 29th, we have one by Byron, and this is from her Golden Motel mystery series. It is book 2 in the series. It's called Solid Gold Murder. And I'm actually currently working through book 1 right now and just loving it. And I'm a big fan of Byron's other series, so I cannot wait for this personally. Our main character in this is Dee, and alongside her ex-husband, who's also her best friend, which I really like, I think it's a good dynamic, she opened this Golden Motel. And it's supposed to be a tranquil getaway for outdoor lovers in a scenic California village of found gold. The summer season is looming, and former Hollywood sitcom writer Dee has one small goal. She wants to scrub her motel's unflattering moniker as the Murder Motel. Dee and ex-husband turned business partner Jeff are excited to introduce a family-friendly panning activity complete with fool's gold just in time for the peak tourist months. Except neither could have anticipated the discovery of a real gold nugget or the ensuing social media frenzy. In a flash, the viral sensation draws grizzled prospectors, wide-eyed adventurers, and trend-chasing thrill-seekers to the abandoned mines scattered around the woods. While the popularity is great for business, it also attracts a group of out-of-touch Silicon Valley techies with dreams of striking it rich again. Dee finds herself particularly annoyed by the insufferable smug Sylvan Burr, a retired CEO who sold his startup before age 30 and won't let anyone forget it. But things take a sinister turn when Sylvan meets a grim fate at the bottom of a mine shaft, leaving Dee at the center of a deadly mystery that could end her days as a motelier. And while Sylvan had plenty of enemies, Dee suddenly faces adversaries rooting against her own success. So now, with her life and the future of her motel on the lines, Dee has to solve this mystery. I'm so excited. I love Byron's writing. I find it just so enjoyable, and I'm really excited for this series to continue. Next, we have not one, but 2 Ellie Alexander releases. I'm going to start with the Bake Shop one. This is the 21st in the Bake Shop mystery series called Laying Down the Latte, and this will be released on August 26, 2025. So I love this one. It takes place in Ashland, Oregon, and Jules is a prolific baker. She runs Tort with her mother. Her parents founded the place, and in this one, her and her husband and the barista at Tort, Andy, are traveling to Costa Rica. And they have an invitation from Valentina, who is one of her husband's former colleagues, and she's just really excited. They're going to learn a lot about coffee, they're going to have a lot of traditional dishes, and she's excited for a vacation. You know, she's had a lot of mystery solving in Ashland. She's excited to take a step back, also do some experimenting in the kitchen, and that's all great until one of Valentina's employees is found dead. And now Jules needs to solve this mystery before one of Tort's employees is next. Love the cover for this. I think it's fun to have the sleuth go on a vacation here and there that's kind of away from the typical setting, and this sounds so fun. Speaking of Ashland, Oregon, I met someone last time at the Cozy Mystery Festival, and he told me he was working on his book, and it's coming out this September, and I'm so excited for him. So this book is coming out on September 9th, and this is by Adrian Andover. It's called Whiskey Business, a Mixology Lounge Mystery. It's book 1 in the series. And this has such a fun setting. So our main character is Reese, and he actually opens a literary themed like lounge, which I think sounds really fun. I'm not someone who drinks, so sometimes I'm not as interested in like lounge or bar settings, but the literary element I think is so fun. Reese has recently broken off his engagement with his fiance. He's moved back to his hometown in Pennsylvania. He's throwing himself into this business. However, he has this whiskey club that meets there, and this meeting kind of goes awry, and it gets worse when he finds a body shortly after. And as if this wasn't bad enough for his like just, you know, starting business and just his general, obviously this is really disturbing for him to find, the sheriff, like police officer on the case, is his ex-fiance's big brother, which I'm sure is just a little tense, I would guess. I'm just gonna imagine it would be very tense. So he's looking out for this victim. He's trying to figure out what happened to them. He's trying to save his lounge's reputation, and it just sounds wonderful. It sounds like a perfect start to a cozy mystery. I love the cover, and I'm so excited for the author. You guys know I love donuts, and this one is the Deputy Donut Mystery Series. It's book 10 in the series called Sour Crime Donuts by Ginger Bolton, and this will be coming out on August 26th. So this does take place during summer in Fallingbrook, Wisconsin. Emily is a popular Deputy Donut Cafe business owner. She's like a big sister around bubbly 20-something Izzy, who is a new regular whose enthusiasm for peaches and cream donuts is surpassed only by her dream to start her own business. As if blown in by an August breeze, Izzy pulls Emily into her plan to buy a property at the edge of town to grow and sell fresh produce. But she's not the only fan of Deputy Donut's peachy delights, or the only patron vying to own the lush parcel of land. The competition is fiercer than the two women imagined. Petty squabbles turn deadly when a developer with a mean streak is found murdered on the vacant stretch of land. Worse, Emily's signature donuts are spotted nearby, leading to several potential suspects who could have left their sugar-frosted fingerprints all over the crime scene, including the mayor, a handsome out-of-towner, and even sweet to the core Izzy. When her detective husband discovers poisonous ingredients in the discarded desserts, a shocked Emily must reveal holes in a collection of very fuzzy facts and nab the killer before someone else takes their last bite. I adore this series. I'm almost caught up on it, and I can't wait for more releases in it. Coming out on November 25th by Mia P. Manansala, we have the next in the Tita Rossi's Kitchen Mystery series. I believe this is the last book that's going to be coming out, and it's called Death in Dinuguan. And this one does take place in February for Valentine's Day. So our main character in this is Leela, and she runs a brew cafe with her best friend and her best friend's girlfriend, and they are, just kind of getting ready for Valentine's Day, and Leela's getting ready for Valentine's Day with her own love, and there's also something sweet in the air in Shady Palms because a chocolate shop has recently opened. This woman named Hannah has recently moved there to help her best friend with the chocolate shop, and it just adds some extra sweetness until a series of attacks on women-owned businesses in town leave everyone shocked. Hannah is found unconscious outside the shop, and the chocolate shop owner is put out of business for good, unfortunately. And so Hannah is found unconscious, but she's in a coma. She can't explain what happened, and Leela and her friends start to investigate. I believe this is the last book in the series. Let me know if you've heard differently, but I'm so excited for it. This is a series I've so enjoyed, and I'm caught up on it currently. Can't wait to continue. Coming out on June 16th, we have A Body at the Book Fair, a secret bookcase mystery. It's book 6 by Ellie Alexander, and this is the gripping conclusion to the secret bookcase series, although I have been told that there is going to be kind of an offshoot series for the series, but with like the same characters, so I don't think it's goodbye forever with these characters, which I'm excited for. The main character in this is Annie, and she helps run this Agatha Christie themed bookshop in Redwood Grove, which is like a Northern California small town. She also runs a lot of events, and in this one she's actually going to a big book fair in Santa Clara. She's really excited, and it's an annual book fair. She's looking forward to meeting up with other fellow book lovers, and her best friend Scarlett. This is a series you want to read in order. Her best friend Scarlett's murder is still unsolved 10 years later. She's been working on that throughout the series, and this gives her a chance in Santa Clara to be closer to the Silicon Valley investors that she suspects may have had something to do with her friend's death. So she's looking into this. However, one of the industry colleagues is found murdered, and her and Fletcher, who is a fantastic side character in this series, get involved in the case. I can't wait to see how this is going to conclude. I can't wait to hear more about this like kind of offshoot series, hopefully, and I love this series. Next, we have a Scottish Shire mystery. It's book 7 in the series called Murder at the Scottish Games. It's by Traci Hall, and this will be coming out on November 25th. And our main character in this is Paisley Shaw. She is in her late 20s. She's a single mother, and she runs this knitting and sweater shop. She makes like custom sweaters. She sells yarn, and she has an adorable Scottish Terrier named Wallace. So Paisley is no stranger to managing tricky tangles, but mid-August spins her world into more chaos than she could ever have imagined. Between her teenage son's moody antics, friends making life-changing decisions, and the looming Highland Games, evenings with fellow crafters of the Knit and Sip crew are her one escape. But when she joins the game's organizing committee, Paisley is immediately plunged into a whirlwind of clashing personalities and scandalous mishaps. The festivities unravel faster than a dropped stitch when heavy-throwing competitor Artie is accused of cheating, and his ill-tempered father is found murdered the next day. With Artie unconscious and pegged as the prime suspect, Paisley and Detective Inspector Zephyr team up to unravel the truth. Navigating a cast of unusual suspects from jealous judges to grudge-holding locals, Paisley must weave together clues hidden amidst cabaret tosses, kilts, and a killer who only plays to win. I love this series so much. I always look forward to the next release in it. It's just so heartwarming and cozy, and I love Paisley so much. She's a great character. For those of you that enjoy a supernatural cozy mystery, we have Witch and Tell, a Witchway Librarian mystery. It's book 7 in the series by Angela M. Sanders, and this is coming out on October 28th, 2025, and it takes place in small town Oregon. So our main character in this is Josie. She's a local librarian, and she is a witch. She's got this witchy ability where she kind of communicates with books. It's a little hard to describe, but I have read book 1 and really enjoyed it. She's trying to distract herself right now because her relationship is on the fritz. One morning she wakes up, she hears this fierce pounding at the library's atrium, and she rushes out there to find a dead body. But she goes to grab her phone to, call it in, goes back, and the body is gone, which I didn't even imagine. Like, that is so crazy. So yeah, this is a series that's definitely been on my radar. I really want to continue it, especially like more in the fall time or for Summerween because of the witchy element. So this one is definitely on my most anticipated release list. Next we have At Death's Door, a deep dish mystery, book 5 in the series by Mindy Quigley, and this is coming out October 28th. And this one also takes place during Valentine's Day in February. This takes place in a ritzy lakeside resort town in Wisconsin. Our main character, Delilah, is a pizza chef and owner of the pizza shop. She does deep dish pizza. She's gearing up for Valentine's Day with her love, who is actually a descendant of Al Capone, which I think is a really interesting one. And this one actually involves some history and secrets emerging about Al Capone, and this kind of plunges them into a centuries-old secret. And she realizes that everyone that she knows is kind of like cagey. There's a lot of connections to people she knows, and I'm really excited for this. There is an adorable cat named Butterball, who is the star of this series as far as I'm concerned, and I can't wait for the next book. Coming out in July, we have The Game is Afoot by Elise Bryant. This is coming out on July 8th, and this is the second book in a hilarious new mystery about a mother who thinks she has to do it all, even solve a murder. I haven't gotten to read book 1 yet, which is called It's Elementary, but it's on my list and it just looks so fun. Our main character is a mother who thinks she has to do it all, and she's finally got time to rest, which she's been putting off for quite a while. After rage quitting her job, Mavis finally has time to get all the rest she's been putting off. Or she should have the time, hypothetically. Except she's taken on a new role, supermom. Her hours are filled with chauffeuring her daughter Pearl around her extracurricular activities, somehow ending up as class mom and investigating another mystery. When Coach Cole, the director of the kids' soccer program, drops dead on a sunny Saturday morning, no one suspects foul play. However, the police soon discover something suspicious left on the field, making it clear that someone had it in for the coach. But who? Sure, parents get mad when he made their precious star athlete sit on the bench, but not that mad. Mavis is determined to find out, even if it takes her into the dark, dangerous underbelly of gentle parents and MLM girl bosses. Plus, it's an easy distraction from everything else going on. Like the panic attacks she keeps brushing off, or the fact that she's unemployed and totally lost as to what her purpose and path in life should be. And then there's her ex-husband who's back in town and doing everything she's ever wanted, just as she's beginning a new relationship. Mavis knows a murder investigation probably isn't the self-care she needs right now, but how exactly are you supposed to take care of yourself when you don't even know who you are anymore? So this one's definitely, I think, a little bit deeper of a cozy mystery, but it looks so fun and I really am looking forward to starting this series. Next, we have a new release in the Bookmobile Cat Mystery series. This is book 13 in the series by Laurie. It's called Bookum Eddie, and it's coming out on October 7th. As of right now, I don't have a cover for this, so unless it releases before I do the editing for this video, there might not be a cover, I'm not sure. I'll try to find one though. So our main character in this is Minnie, and she runs a bookmobile. She works at the local library, but she also runs this bookmobile where she delivers books. She's got a new stop, and her bookmobile cat Eddie are doing their route when they decide to take a detour through this neighborhood to look at some Victorian homes. And Eddie uncharacteristically jumps out of the bookmobile, runs into the woods, and finds this woman who's been hit with an arrow. And Minnie immediately calls 911, only to realize that it's too late, unfortunately. The police write it off as a hunting accident, but Minnie has other suspicions. I recently started this series, really enjoy it and want to continue it, and this one looks so fun. Last but not least, we have a new cozy mystery series from an author I've read and really enjoyed. This is by LoTempio, and it's called Murder on the Books, a cozy bookshop mystery. This is coming out on July 1st. So our main character is 31-year-old Charlotte James. She is kind of stepping away from her main profession, which is a mystery author. She has this popular series, but she really needs a break. So she leaves New York City and she moves back to her hometown in Austin. And while she's there, she kind of meets up with a friend, Zane, who is about to open this new business venture where he's doing like a bakery, and his business partner, Sheila, is running like a bookshop, it sounds like. However, right before opening day, Sheila leaves. Like, they can't find her, they don't know what happened. So our main character decides to step in. She's happy to help with the bookshop. And they try to figure out what happened to Sheila because she left a note behind, but they don't really have much else to go on. And then our main character finds Sheila's body in the basement of the shop. And now she has to contend with this Philadelphia detective and all these questions about the business, and it just sounds like a really great time. I'm anticipating there's going to be a cat based on the cover here, and LoTempio writes some really great animal-heavy cozy mysteries, so I can't wait for this new series. And that's everything for me today, guys. Let me know if I missed any upcoming cozy mystery releases that you're especially excited for in the second half of this year. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love making these and have so much fun sharing these new releases. Let me know, what are your top 3 that you're most excited for, and I'll share mine as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoy cozy mysteries, cozy content, mysteries or thrillers, I talk about that on my channel here, so definitely hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!